Oh, hi! It's Fred from the Red Chair Reviews. That's the red chair. I'm Fred. Hello. Hope you're doing well. It is time for me to tell you what we got. It's supposed to be like Monday moves, because I usually do it on Monday, but it's like Wednesday. I got no excuse. Super crazy, busy, doing things. So, either way, we were finding a little bit of time to grab some things though. So, let me go through it. I'm going to be super quick, because there's lots of stuff here. First, we've got games. My wife has helped me put together what I've always called Video Game Emporium, this dream shelving unit with all of my systems and all my games on it. She helped me do it, and she was hoping that would make me happy because I could see them all, but instead, it had the opposite effect and made me want to go buy more games. So here are the games I bought this week. The first four are pretty much hers, because they're Game Gear. She had a Game Gear. What a nerd. Everyone else got the Game Boy and Game Boy. She's the only one. There was probably 7 people who bought a Game Gear. She was one of them. But she get Joe Montana Football, which I always support because Joe Montana's my dude. T2, which is actually a pretty cool game. We have Columns, and that's a puzzle game, which I like. And then, of course, Batman Forever, which is one of the worst Batman movies of all time. I don't know if this actually has, the terrible jokes in it from Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones. But either way, those 4 games, they were all, I think, $2 or $3 a piece. So that's pretty good. Only one PSP game. I got Resistance Retribution, which is a cool first-person shooter style. It looks like it has some third-person over-the-shoulder stuff too that you can do. But I wanted to get this, and it was only a few bucks. So that's nice. None of the games that I got really I spent more than $10 for, so I'm pretty happy about that. Being a little cheap, don't tell anybody. On the Xbox 360 game I picked up so far is Too Human, though I have a list now of the 360 games I want to get. But I've heard this game's good, and it was only $6, so I'm like, I gotta get that. I kind of lied. I didn't pay more than $10 for one game. Heavenly Sword was $13, but this game is pretty awesome. The graphics on this are sweet, and I remember really liking it, and I had to pick it up. And it's kind of harder to find now, so a cool PS3 game here. Other games for PS3, we got Homefront, first-person shooter, pretty cool. Used to have 32 player online multiplayer, but that's not a thing anymore, of course, but still a cool game nonetheless. We've got Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier, which is pretty cool, not too bad of a price. We have Killzone 2 and 3. I'm going to be blowing things up and using guns to mow down some opposing soldiers on PS3 this summer. And of course, Portal 2, which I've never played Portal 2. I'm looking forward to that. I do have the orange box, but I haven't really tapped into it on PS3 Portal 2 yet, so I want to check this out as well. One PS4 VR1 game. This is Battlezone, which I heard was cool, and I think this thing was $5, so I had to snag that. I also have this game called Brothers. This was $10, but I know there's 2 brothers. You control each one separately with one of the control sticks there. And you solve puzzles using 2 different characters. That should be kind of fun. I have Trials Fusion. This is Trials Rising. My nephews really enjoy this game, so I found a sequel to that they can play next time they come over. And then I have the Trine Collection. Trine 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've never played any Trine game, but I've heard they're awesome, so the whole collection here for less than $10, had to pick that up. And then for Xbox One, we have the Rogue Trooper Redux. Once again, I've heard good things about this. Pretty much I've been watching all these YouTube videos and like all these guys saying, you gotta pick up this game if it's cheap, so I'm doing it. We've got to pray. Not the MC Hammer song. This Alien. There's another Prey too that was up for Xbox 360 that involved like a Native American land and some abductions and things. This one here is more of a sci-fi shooter kind of thing, but I've heard good things, and once again, there's only a few bucks, so I got it. That's it for games. Cassettes, I have a few. These are actually compliments of Noel, who is awful, but Noel did give me Journey's Greatest Hits on cassette, Queen's Greatest Hits. Pretty neat. Excited about that. A lot of great tunes on there. He had a copy of Alice in Chains' Dirt, which I think I might have on cassette somewhere, but I'm not 100% certain, so glad to have that just in case. Ice Cube's Lethal Injection. This album is pretty cool. Pretty happy to have this. I haven't heard this in years, but I'm going to check it out again. Van Halen's For Unlawful Carnal Knowledge, the second album with Van Hagar, the Van Hagar lineup. And then Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood, a classic from that band. So happy to have those cassettes. I also found some Elton John cassettes as well, and a bunch of classical cassettes as well, but I'm not going to go through all those. But either way, I would thank Noel, but he's terrible, so I'm not going to thank him. Then we have some CDs that we picked up this week. Finally got Machine Head's deluxe version of Kingdom and Crowns. I thought I ordered this before when it first came out on pre-order, but apparently not. So here it is. Picked that up because they said they were done with this album cycle and they're not selling them on their website anymore after this week, so grabbed that. Foo Fighters, The new album, I have it on white and black vinyl. This is the CD version. So, I've got all the Foo Fighters stuff, gotta get that. And last but not least, we have a kind of collaborative project here from a band called I Am, E-Y-E-A-M. These are members of Type O Negative, Crowbar, and Down. This is a single, Dreams Always Die with the Sun. They released this this week on YouTube as a music video. Sounds pretty good. Kenny Hickey, former Type O Negative fame, is taking over vocals as he did in some of his other projects, but he really has a cool, almost like a Chris Cornell range. So I think it sounds really good. I'm really excited about where this album's gonna go. It also had a flexi disc, 7-inch, that I grabbed as well. I really don't like flexi discs, but this is all they had, and I want to support this new project from all these guys who I really think are great musicians and seemingly cool dudes. So I wanted to get this as well. Last but not least, the records, the vinyl. Let's see. First of all, we have The Police, Zenyatta Mondata. This is I think their third record, and I found this once again super cheap. I think $8. And I was playing it recently. It sounds awesome. Really, really good sounding pressing here. So I'm happy to have this. I think this is a club edition, but pretty neat for $8. We have Sting, musician, not the wrestler, and this is The Dream of the Blue Turtle, which is here. Dream of the Blue Turtles, pluralized. Sorry, Blue Turtles. Didn't mean to short you there, but this is some of the solo work, and I wanted to grab it in 1985. We have 97 copies of Slow, Deep, and Hard by Type O Negative, but this one's like a bright green. We'd never seen it before, and my wife was like, we got to pick that up. It was at one of the exchanges, so she grabbed that. And so, yeah, it's a metal blade, and it was a limited release, kind of like separate from Record Store Day, and we didn't have it yet, so we grabbed it. This is the Weezer album. This is the season's part of the season series. This is Summer, limited edition lemon vinyl. I pre-ordered all of these seasons, and so this was released before summer of last year, and I pre-ordered it, and we just got it. But I don't care that it takes a year to get to us. As long as we get it, I'm pretty happy. I don't love this season series so much. It's okay. Every album has like 8 or 9 tracks, and out of those 8 tracks, there's usually 2 that I really like, maybe 3, and then the others are kind of, I don't know, filler for me. So, but I'm still buying them because it's Weezer, I want to support, and they do have some really cool tracks on here. I think Records was the song that I really liked. That's kind of different for them. And also, What's the Good of Being Good was a song I enjoyed on this. So I'm glad to have that on vinyl finally from their web store. And then finally, the big one. My wife found this copy of Audio Slave's second album, Out of Exile. This is on the blue translucent vinyl. This came out in, I believe, 2005. It's kind of hard to find this copy, and she really wanted to get a copy of this. I know there's repressings of these. We're not sure if they're legit or not. We're not sure how they sound. But we know that this pressing here sounds really good, and you just don't see this around. So she got it for a pretty good price. Once again, it's a steep record, but one that we wanted to have, and every time she saw it on anyone's videos on YouTube, she's like, I'm gonna get that someday. So here it is, she got it. So it is part of our collection now, Audio Slave's translucent blue Out of Exile original pressing. And that's all we got. It's been a pretty good week of picking, actually 2 weeks of picking things up. I hope you enjoyed some of the things. What games should I look into? There are some other games, maybe some hidden gems from the PS3, the Xbox 360. I have the newer systems, but I'm just like digging back because I just don't know about these streaming services. I don't know if they're going to stick around forever. Xbox Game Pass and the PlayStation Plus. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to last forever. So, in my opinion, picking up hard copies just in case ain't a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's all I have. I hope you guys take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.